आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि कृपया ऊपर दिख रहे क्यूआर को स्कैन करके आप हमें सपोर्ट करें फाइनेंशियली। आप हमारे सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लान भी अवश्य ज्वाइन करें, क्योंकि सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लान जो है उसके लिए हम कंट्रीब्यूट आप करेंगे। सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लान के थ्रू हमारे मेंबर बनेंगे और मेंबर बनने के साथ साथ आप कंट्रीब्यूट करेंगे एक नेशनल नैरेटिव फंड को। साथ में आपसे ये भी अनुरोध है कि कृपया आप इस वीडियो को लाइक अवश्य करें। जिन्होंने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया सब्सक्राइब अवश्य करें। जिन्होंने कर लिया है वे बेल आइकॉन अवश्य दबा दें। नमस्ते, आप सभी का स्वागत है। वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू। आज के बारे में बता दूं, टुडेज एपिसोड इज प्राइमरीली फोकस्ड ऑन द इलेक्शंस। तो मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि प्लीज आस्क क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू इलेक्शंस। क्वेश्चंस आपको पूछने के लिए व्हाट्सएप के माध्यम से और दूसरा सुपर चैट के माध्यम से, ये दो तरीके हैं क्वेश्चंस पूछने के लिए। प्लीज again I request you focus mainly on elections. आइए let's start. Indranil Gokhale, your analysis on the maximum seats INC can get, 78, was spot on and put a lot of people at ease. What's the absolute minimum BJP can get? देखिए, absolute minimum the BJP can get is 275. It's not going below that. और 78 भी जो है, एक्चुअली इट इज़ अ वास्ट एग्जैजरेशन। सही बताऊँ आपको, बीजेपी द बेस्ट दैट कांग्रेस कैन होप फॉर is to fall somewhere between 2014 and 2019. That's the best that they can hope for. Otherwise, according to me, they are going below 40. और मैं, आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं, यू कैन ग्रिल मी, यू कैन काउंटर मी, मैं आपके सारे क्वेश्चंस आंसर करूंगा with logic and with ground report. Indranil Gokhale, there are two reforms India needs desperately: bureaucratic and judicial. Possibility of these two in Modi 3.0, assuming NDA wins 370 plus. Uh, Definitely, I think there will be a push for both, for judicial reform as well as bureaucratic reform. The पूरा का पूरा इनके हाथ में है. It is within their hands, and that also is needed very desperately, because most of the top judiciary comes from the batches of 80s and 90s. Those were the heady Marxist days. Those were the heady days when leftist education was holding forth. And all these people are schooled in that same leftist lingo. And it's only for their career that they are supporting Modi. Otherwise, their heart is still very much within that leftist space. So they need to be called out, they need to be re educated. In fact, re-education is a term that Marxists themselves favor very much. Again, Indranil Gokhale, if INC ends up with less than 50 seats, what's the realistic future of Rahul Ji? Is there a possibility of real split in INC away from the family? There can be no split in the INC away from the family because all the levers are with the Gandhi family. The Gandhi family is like an oligarchy, and all the oligarchs are from within the family. And it is a classic feudal syndrome. If you go back to the decline and fall of the Roman Empire, you can see how they could not go beyond the empire or from the dynasty, and ultimately they fell, but they did not go beyond the dynasty. So this is exactly going to happen here. Shrikant Sridhar, with MSM and social media algorithms playing mind games based on debate call, does it affect BJP at ground level? Minimum possible seats for BJP. Well, see, we have done our modeling, and I had done an opinion poll in a proper psephological format, and we had given 319 at that time, and a range of I think plus minus 14. So the absolute minimum that we gave BJP at that point of time is 305. And we see no reason to change that. In fact, whatever data we are getting, we cannot disclose because election commission has tied our hands, but of course we can do analysis. So we see no reason to scale it down any further. But if you want to play the devil's advocate, even at that level, BJP cannot go below 275. Indranil Gokhale, is one nation, one election possible in 2029? Yes, it can become possible, especially looking at the recommendations that have been made, but they will have to invest a lot of political capital in getting the opposition round to their point of view. Next. Vijayanand Lenka. What is the prediction for 4 seats Odisha can BJP sweep BJP BJD in Lok Sabha seats? And also tell about Andhra Pradesh NDA versus YSRCP. I don't understand which 4 seats. We are projecting more seats for BJP than for BJD that we have done. Which 4 seats you want? Please specify. NDA versus YSRCP. Yes, NDA versus YSRCP is that we are projecting, according to us, in Andhra Pradesh, there are total 25 seats, and 17 of them are going to be won by NDA, 12 by TDP, 3 by BJP, and 2 by Janasena. Janasena will win both the seats it is contesting. And I think it is contesting Kakinada and Machilipatnam. Next. Vijayanand Lenka. What about Hyderabad seat? Did Madhavi win against AIMIM? Well, the election is tomorrow. But according to our ground reports, though Madhavi Lata is well positioned, but she cannot win unless the Hindus come out in large numbers to vote. And the outcome here is pessimistic for Madhavi Lata. Next. Indranil Gokhale. Hope RW folks are not living in a bubble for Modi 3.0. Doesn't look like, because if you look at phase 3, then the phase 3 voting was almost the same, 67.3 versus 65.8, with postal votes to be counted. And this time there's a new feature, the senior citizen votes also to be counted. Next. Vijayananda Lenka. Hi, sir. Thanks from Odisha for your incredible video. Thank you, Vijayanand. Just to inform you that we will be doing a detailed survey of Odisha, all 21 seats, tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. So you can join that. Indranil Gokhale. Amit Shah seems to be in full action mode in Raebareli. Comments. Is there a genuine possibility of Rahul ji losing this seat? Actually, yes, Amit Shah was there today in Raebareli. In fact, the main reason he had gone there was to smoothen up the differences between the two warring Rajput clans. If I tell you that uh, Aditi Singh and Dinesh Pratap Singh, they used to be on the opposite side. Aditi Singh's father, Akhilesh Pratap Singh, who died of cancer rather prematurely at a very rather young political age, of only about 62 or so, they were rivals. Uh, that rivalry somehow was still going on. Amit Shah today smoothened out the differences, and now Aditi Singh is fully on board with Dinesh Pratap Singh, and with that, whatever little chance that Rahul Gandhi would have hoped is gone. He also spoke to Manoj Pandey today, called him personally, and Manoj Pandey, Unchahar, is one of the assembly segments. where Manoj Pandey was the Samajwadi leader and who switched over to the BJP during the Rajya Sabha elections. Next, Vijayanand Lenka. How much Kejriwal's speech impact BJP NDA vote and seats in upcoming phases, and give the prediction for Andhra Pradesh and Telangana Lok Sabha seats. Andhra Pradesh I gave just now. Kejriwal's speech, I don't think it has any impact at all. The only impact it will have will be in Punjab, where Aam Aadmi Party will take on Congress more vigorously, and that will probably benefit the BJP. And BJP, as of now in Punjab, was ahead in 3 seats and in contention in another 4 or 5 that were close fights. And those close fights, I see BJP getting an edge. Next, Yodha Singh. South Bharat lacks Shatrubodh. Is there a plan to start JD-like platform in southern languages? Well, we are waiting the AI modules to become sophisticated enough for us to be able to have live translation in southern languages like the Prime Minister has sometimes. But even the Prime Minister is not able to have it every time. And if it can be done without prior scripting, that would be wonderful. Indranil Gokhale, Mandi looks difficult for BJP. Thoughts? No, not really, because Punjab Congress is a divided house in Himachal Pradesh. So Vikramaditya Singh has been given the ticket, so his rivals themselves would ensure that he loses. J.R. Shradurati was making video on dictatorship, and Kejri, after coming from jail, shifted the entire narrative from Modi to Amit Shah, confusing them in process. Yes, so they can't really make out whether Kejriwal is a friend or a frenemy. Right now, he looks more like a frenemy to the India Alliance. Next. Why is it BJP ki hawa in Odisha and not Modi ji ki hawa? How did BJP gain such massive strength in Odisha? Was BJD lax in Odisha? If so, then why? Let me explain it to you why why that has happened. I think mainly is because Naveen Bhai is becoming more and more of a recluse. One. And secondly, he has not laid out any clear pathway for succession. And the person that he has marked out as his successor, a bureaucrat called Pandyan, that is not something that the Odisha public is liking. So they are really wondering that whether the future actually lies with the BJD. So I think it was a strategic mistake on part of Naveen Patnaik ji to project Pandyan so much. And if he had projected some ODI leader as his successor, I think the BJD would still be relevant. After Naveen ji is not there on the scene, I see zero future for BJD. Next, Ashish Rao, Aurangabad. Aurangabad is right now in a three-way contest. Chandrakant Khaire, who was there originally for Shiv Sena, is now switched to is now with Shiv Sena UTB, and Shiv Sena has fielded a new candidate, one Bomre, and Imtiaz Jalil is very much there on the strength of the Muslim votes. It's the same kind of a three-way split that it used to be, and we have to watch the voting tomorrow to be able to really see how Aurangabad will go. Right now, it's a very tight race right now. Chandrakant Khaire, according to me, has the edge. Imtiaz Jalil and the Shiv Sena, that is Shinde group, they are fighting for second place right now. What happens tomorrow remains to be seen. Next, Nikhil. Dropping of Hindus population may look small at national level, but they are visible in many constituencies. Shouldn't that be taken as a priority considering the fact that BJP won by close margin in many such constituencies? I agree with you. Yes, it should be taken up. During the election, the BJP has changed tack and they are attacking this for the first time, I think, in 10 years. They did not take up this Muslim question so aggressively, even in 2014, and certainly not in 2019, but this time they are taking it up. It may be an indication that they do intend to take it up later on. Indranil Gokhale, which side do bureaucrats typically vote and favor? Well, bureaucrats, I don't know what exactly do you mean by bureaucrats, because bureaucrats come in many shades, right from class 1 to class 3 at least, if not the class 4 types. It's a mixed bag. But the top bureaucrats typically are influenced by the leftist narratives. Shanta, namaste, sir. Uh, how can we categorize M people as moderate Muslim, hardcore, and mild Muslim? I don't think so. All are of the same mindset. Your views. I broadly agree with you, because whoever is so-called moderate Muslim, if you recognize that there is another religion other than Islam, and if you say that it is entitled to exist, then you are actually doing what is called blasphemy. Therefore, a moderate Muslim is called munafiq. Munafiq means hypocrite. And for hypocrite, the punishment is the same as that for kafir. In fact, bigger. Chintan sir, when exactly British changed history books? Was it in 1840s, 1850s, or did it happen post-independence? No, the effort started with the Aligarh school in the uh, 1910s, that is around 1915-16, when Muhammad Habib, who was actually a disciple of Muhammad Ali Johar, he became the doyen of the history department in the Aligarh Muslim University. And he joined up with a guy called Rushbrook Williams in the Allahabad University. He was actually a bureaucrat, not really a historian, but he was heading the history department of the Allahabad University. So Muhammad Habib was the leader, Rushbrook Williams was a collaborator, and together they went about destroying the real Indian history and whitewashing the Islamic imperialism. एमके सर, विभाजन के समय पाकिस्तान वाले इलाकों में कितने हिंदू थे, उनमें से कितने विस्थापित अथवा काल कवलित हुए? 1941 census puts them at, I think, about 21%. And immediately afterwards, the next census was, I think, in 1951. By 1951, they had been reduced to, in the Western Pakistan side, I'm talking only of the Western Pakistan side, they were about 21%, they were reduced to about 1.5%. Prajwal, Namaskar, I'm Sanjay Garu, wishing you a very happy Sri Ramanujacharya Jayanti, a very happy Ramanujacharya Jayanti to you as well. Srimad Ramanujaya Namah, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, actually it is also Adi Shankaracharya Jayanti in this month, Adi Shankaracharya Jayanti, Ramanujacharya Jayanti, and Vallabhacharya Jayanti, all three fall within this month. Anugrah Chauhan, Sanjay ji, is 400 par possible? Looks difficult. We have to wait till the last. Next. सर, उड़ीसा में क्या राज्य सरकार भी बीजेपी की बनेगी? नहीं, मुझे नहीं लग रहा है ऐसा, क्योंकि ये तो लग रहा है कि 80 सीटों के आसपास आ जाएंगी नवीन पटनायक जी की, और राज्य सरकार तो नवीन पटनायक जी की ही बननी चाहिए। नेक्स्ट, Sanjay sir, a lot of misinformation is being spread that markets are falling because it senses BJP electoral fall. What's your views? I can only remind you what happened in 2019. Markets were falling right till the right beyond the end of fourth phase. Till the fourth phase, the markets were falling in 2019 as well. So, fall of market is no indication. That's the analogy. DPS जादौन, जितनी सामाजिक चेतना एक इसराइली से अपने स्वयं समाज और धर्म के लिए होती है, उस स्तर की सामाजिक चेतना हम हिंदुओं में क्यों नहीं जगा पा रहे हैं? हम कहाँ पिछड़ रहे हैं? तो कई कारण हैं इसके। एक तो हम एब्राहमिक नहीं है, हमारे जो लॉजिक है वो उसमें कहीं ना कहीं हमारा जो लॉजिक है वो वाइट और ब्लैक में नहीं है, बीच में ग्रे का शेड्स भी हम रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं। वी नो दैट आवर लॉजिक इज आइदर ट्राई वैल्यूड और मल्टी वैल्यूड, फोर वैल्यूड। तो इसलिए हम सभी को उस तरह से मित्र और शत्रु ही दो ही होते हैं, ये हमारे यहाँ नहीं मानते हैं, क्योंकि मित्र और शत्रु के बीच में कोई न्यूट्रल भी होता है। एक कारण तो ये है, और दूसरा ये है कि वी आर टू बिग। देखिए भाई, हम वी आर 1 बिलियन पीपल। जूज इन इसराइल, व्हाट इज देयर पॉपुलेशन? उनकी पॉपुलेशन तो 1 करोड़ भी नहीं है, आप 100 करोड़ से ऊपर हैं, तो वो दैट ऑल्सो मेक्स इट डिफिकल्ट। वी आर टू डाइवर्स। Abhishek K. Bhutan has been driving out Hindus under the reign of king. That happened in 1983, not happening right now. Next. Vikas Sharma ji, धन्यवाद. Sushil Guni, namaste sir. Not thank you for sharing your knowledge. I am concerned by the developments in Sandesh Kali, wherein BJP seems to be on the back foot. Do you think it will benefit Didi in this election? देखिए, संदेश खाली is in the Basirhat constituency, and Basirhat constituency BJP is not winning anyway. But the Sandesh Kali message has spread all over Bengal, and that is benefiting BJP in a very big way. And they have taken the message to almost every nook and corner. It must be said that this time their effort seems to be far superior to their effort during the assembly elections. Next. Herald of Chaos. What are the primary roadblocks towards judicial and IS reform, and how would Modi 3.0 handle them to ensure long-term change? See, the IS reform, the hurdles are only in the mind, because the bureaucracy needs a certain amount of continuity. And Modi has invested too much into the future to disrupt the bureaucracy in a very big way. Because if you disrupt the bureaucracy in a very big way, then your economic targets, your other targets that you have said, the infrastructure targets, all of them get disrupted. So necessarily, whatever bureaucratic reforms he's planning to have, it will have to be slow and steady, incremental, and not really apocryphal. Next, judicial reforms. You need 2/3 majority in each house, which I don't see them getting in Rajya Sabha. Pankaj Kumar, what is your analysis? So UP ke ladke 2.0, UP ke ladke are going to fail in a big way. They're struggling in Manpuri and Kannauj, so you can imagine what will happen in the rest of UP. Raebareli, Rahul is losing as on date, so I don't see them doing a great job. According to me, 70 plus 4, because Ghosi seat, which has been given to SBSP, there Om Prakash Rajbar's son, Arvind Rajbar, he seems to be losing at this point. So of course, there's still time. They are in the 7th phase. So that seat seems gone. RLD will win both its seats. Apnadal will win both its seats. And BJP will win about 70 seats. So I'm giving them 74. And 70 seats would mean BJP will gain about 8 seats there. Arun Kartikesh, or I recently noticed that many YouTube channels that were social or economic channels are delving in criticizing Modi one way or the another. I have unsubscribed them, but do you have any idea why? I think there is a lot of funding going on, and their funding is going on in two ways. Uh, they are into promoting these anti-Modi narratives. That is one. They are not only promoting anti-Modi narratives, but they are also promoting through bots and bot farms the anti-Modi YouTube channels also, and at another level they are trying to pull down the pro-Modi YouTube channels and other social media on other social media platforms too. So the foreign money is definitely at play, and because all these platforms happen to be abroad, Indian government is not able to do much to counter them. But it will have to evolve its strategy post 4th June. Prashant, you sympathy votes for Kejriwal in Delhi and Punjab? In Delhi, they don't have a hope in hell. They bartered away their best chances by conceding seats to Congress, and Congress has spoiled their narratives by fielding people like Kanhaiya Kumar and Udit Raj. So Delhi is a gone case. In Punjab, yes, they can upswing. Punjab, they were in a pretty bad way. They were in contention only in 2 or 3 seats, but now they can come into contention in more seats. And there was few seats where Congress was ahead. The Congress could be pulled down, and BJP could benefit. Next. रजत आहूजा, बीजेपी ने एक कम्युनिटी के लिए कितना किया है बट वोट नहीं दिया, क्या आपको लगता है अपकमिंग 5 years में बीजेपी अभी एक कम्युनिटी की अपीजमेंट करेगी, क्या हिंदूज के प्रॉब्लम को भी एड्रेस करेगी जो मेन लो है? मुझे लग रहा है, आप देख रहे हैं जो टेनर और टोन चेंज हुई है इस इलेक्शन की कैंपेन में, और सीधे सीधे मुस्लिम तुष्टीकरण के खिलाफ बोला जा रहा है मुस्लिम का नाम लेके. That is something new that should give us hope. Next. Sir, according to Ashwini Upadhyay, NDA needs 404 in LS and 117 in RS already, so that 521 in joint assembly, that is 2/3 majority. Is it possible? भाई अश्विनी उपाध्याय जी, आई डोंट नो उन्होंने ऐसा कैसे कह दिया, क्योंकि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट ज्वाइंट सेशन में नहीं होता. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अमेंडमेंट जो है वो दोनों हाउसेज में सेपरेटली 2/3 पास करना पड़ता है. Ustad Tutuddin Khan Chanchar, do you see Kejriwal's interim bail as failure of Modi government to stand up to the global deep state? ये तो भाई जुडिशरी का क्या करेंगे आप? जुडिशरी अभी तक तो टोटली इंडिपेंडेंट है. जुडिशियल रिफॉर्म्स वगैरह ला के ही तो कुछ कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट. Tanush here, please do some podcast or discussion with Kusumlata Kedia. She is very much in touch with us, and we would do as soon as the election fever passes. Because to tell you the truth, right now, you people are also not watching anything other than elections. S. Singh, youth hadn't seen Congress ruled government. Also, sir, Congress is doing aggressive false campaign on social media while BJP lags impact on first time voter. I think it is actually misconception to think that everything is working only on social media, because BJP is so much stronger on the ground and there's so much connect with the people and with its own voter that whatever the social media is doing, and because social media is going overboard, a lot of what they are saying actually defies logic and is plainly absurd. That is not really having that kind of impact that we think. To give you an example, Dhruv Rathi's views, 90% of his views are coming from places like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Mexico, Rwanda, Sahara, Sub-Saharan Africa, these places, because those views are being pushed through bots, and those bots are being bought for him by the global deep state. But how is that impacting the average voter in India? It's not affecting at all. It only helps to intimidate us into thinking, oh, look at these Congress YouTubers. They're getting great views, whereas nobody is watching Jaipur dialogues these days. That's not the case. We are watched by the real people, and they are being watched by the bots. रजत आहूजा, हेलो सर, सट्टा बाजार 288 सीट्स दिखा रहा है, मुझे लगता है कि 300 सीट्स आएंगी। देखिए, अगर 280 सीट दिखा रहा है तो मैं आपको एक टिप दे सकता हूं, आप तुरंत उसको लगा दीजिए 288 पे, लगा दीजिए। अलग अलग सट्टा बाजार अलग अलग दिखा रहे हैं। फलौदी का कल का रेट जो था वो 309 से 312 था। फलौदी का रेट आपको यदि याद दिलाऊं तो फलौदी का रेट 2019 में 245 से 248 था। तो आपको मैं ये टिप दे रहा हूं, तुरंत लगा दीजिए इसके ऊपर, छोड़िए मत। JR sir, what is the impact YouTube will have on future politics and what measures we can take to counter the misinformation considering YouTube limits such videos? No, see, you have to do it organically. If you do in a manner which is over the top, then you won't go very far. There are some YouTubers, especially in the Congress space, who put fantastic thumbs and fantastic headlines, which are actually absurd, but they are protected by YouTube. But you think they are going to change anything? They will not be able to change anything. They will lose their credibility. They already lost their credibility. Nikhil, what funding channels are used by the West to fund propaganda in India? Does FCRA need more reforms? Should India consider uh, a similar act like SIRA implemented by the Singapore government? Possibly, because right now the funding is going into the platforms that have their bases in foreign lands. That is where all the propaganda is running from. Next. Mr. Shukla, sir, a very simple question and may sound stupid. Why the hell Congress always have supported Muslims' interests? Well, I think it's a long history to that, especially since 1980s, because their policies have been such that everybody else has abandoned them. Otherwise, they used to be a far inclusive party till Indira Gandhi was there. But after Indira Gandhi, they seem to have lost their bearing, or rather, after Narasimha Rao, they've lost their bearing, and they think that they can win only through Muslim votes. But Muslim vote doesn't have the veto that it used to have. MK सर, क्या अगले 5 साल में हम एग्रो इंपोर्ट शून्य तक ला सकते हैं? इतनी जल्दी तो नहीं होगा, हाँ, वी कैन सब्सटेंशियली रिड्यूस, उसको कम बहुत हम कर सकते हैं। इंद्रनील गोखले, Modi ji is doing multiple rallies and road shows while opposition is taking it easy. Why is that so? मोदी जी तो हमेशा करते रहे हैं ना। आपको याद हो तो जब मोदी जी ने लास्ट राउंड में 2014 में उन्होंने बिल्कुल ब्रेक नेक स्पीड पे कर रहे थे, तब ये सब कह रहे थे कि मोदी हार रहा है, मोदी हार रहा है, इसीलिए बिल्कुल इतनी मेहनत कर रहा है यहाँ पे। उसको पता है कि अगर इसमें जो है वो सीटें नहीं आई तो वो हार जाएगा, इसकी तो 150 सीटें भी नहीं पहुंचेंगी। एंड यू नो that he maxed it in the last round in 2014. He wants to max it. He wants to achieve his target of 400. Whereas the opposition in the heart of heart, they know they don't have a chance. आपने देख लिया ना शरद पवार ने क्या कहा? MK, on how many seats the BJP is likely to lose the deposit all over India? Sorry, I haven't done that calculation. Next. सर, क्या अदिति सिंह को राज्य सरकार में शामिल किया जाएगा? अब ये तो कह नहीं सकते, देखते हैं क्या होता है। हाँ, आज अमित शाह ने बैठ के दोनों लोगों में पैचअप कराया है, तो देखिए आगे क्या होता है। पुलकित प्रणव सर, how is it that Hindu society keeps producing communists, Kejri type, other politicians who are ever ready to break Hindu society for personal power? Where did we go wrong? How to reverse it? See, India is too large, too complex. So you will have space for every kind of a nut. All kind of nuts and crazies will be produced here. But why don't you also see that India is also producing people like Modi, Yogi, Himanta Biswa Sharma, Annamalai? Indraneil Gokhale. Why is a powerful leader like Modi unable to tame a national security threat? That is Kejriwal. Pardon me, Mr. Gokhale. Hasn't he been tamed? What will happen to him after 2nd of June? I think he is more tamed than he ever was. Next. Sandeep Nagar, Charan Sparsh Sanjay sir. Post independence, Muslims in my village accepted Sanatan Dharma to save themselves. But when the political environment established after 6-7 years, they converted back to Islam. Unfortunate. That is the legacy that Gandhi Nehru left us with. Next. Dr. Kishore Kumar. Jai Shri Ram sir. I have tried so much my Muslim friend make understand that facts and figures and realities of post government and present government, but still they are adamant to see they not see the reality. Why this situation exists? That is because their truth is dictated by their book. It is not dictated by what is called the direct evidence. They don't go by direct evidence. Pratyaksha pramana is not for them. For them, it is only the Shabda pramana of their book. Next. Ram. Shouldn't the Prime Minister be held responsible? Responsible for what? He had the support of 303 MPs and the NDAs, yet he failed to enact reforms in the judiciary system. You can't do that with 303 MPs. Sir, you need much more than that. And yet he failed to reform the judiciary system, repeal the Worship Act, or address issues related to the Waqf board. He seems to be playing both sides. I don't agree with you, sir. I'm sorry. Vinicius fan, as a 19-year-old in IIT Roorkee, will vote for BJP soon. Please give seat prediction for BJP. As far as Uttarakhand is concerned, 5 out of 5 for BJP, not a doubt, because you are in Uttarakhand. You have already voted, I guess, because Roorkee is already voted. So, as far as India is concerned, I can only give you the opinion poll that I did, and that gave 319 to BJP and 395 to NDA. Sujayesh Vyas, why Madhu Purnima Kishwar so much against Modi? She is daily spitting venom against Modi on X. I do not comment on the third parties in their absence. Next. UP, how many seats total in doubt, lose position? I gave that number just now. 70 for BJP, 4 for allies. Chacharji, do you think BJP has not been able to counter the social media false narrative that opposition trolls are spreading? And this might swing the young voters who have never seen Congress rule away from BJP. Look, the channels are completely inundated by the BJP narrative. And all the channels have their YouTube accounts as well. And all the channels are running interviews, Modi interviews, 24/7. They are more than enough because Prime Minister carries far more credibility than these two penny trolls like Dhruvarati and such people. So the narrative is getting countered on social media as well. After all, in social media, credibility also matters. Next, Vignesh Prabhu. Sir, if possible, please call Professor Kusumlata Kedia. Ji, I am in touch with Kusumlata ji, definitely. Also, one exclusive live with SL Birappa waiting for October JD Summit. Yes, 25, 26, 27 October is the JD Summit, and I would like everybody to note it down and block their timings. Next, Prajwal, why is there an allegation on Savarkarji of him being involved in Gandhiji's murder? What's the truth? The truth is that he was acquitted honorably by the court, and that's what the fact is. Subu, it seems SC is aiding Kejri to destroy all remaining evidences. It is a setback for ED and government. They are only to blame for this. You see, we've also said that, okay, that ED had no business giving him so much of long rope. Why do you have to give him 9 summons? If he defies one summon, you are entitled to arrest him on the next summon. Sir, how is very less voter turnout in Maharashtra and other states like Rajasthan? Not very less. Maharashtra, it was higher in the last round. And one very big insight that was given to me by my team and by many other analysts in UP was that this time there is no money with the opposition candidates because of ED's raids, corruption cases, demonetization of the 2000 rupee note. They are not able to fund their candidates. Classic case of that, I think, Bhuvaneshwar, probably Bhuvaneshwar candidate of the Congress. Sorry, Puri candidate of the Congress, who withdrew because she said that she was not getting any funds. So when there are no funds and there is no last minute daru and paisa, then definitely the voting goes down. You remember that. People are they're given daru, they're given paisa in order to leave their work, leave their dihadi, and come to vote. You don't give them, they go and earn their bread by doing dihadi. They don't waste their time for this. And who suffers for that? You can make a guess. Why are some UPSC coaching institutes nowadays have trained their guns on PM Modi? On Twitter, some of them are needlessly praising Rahul Gandhi. And they're misreading the situation. And there are plenty of them, plenty of leftists of them, plenty leftists among the coaching institutes. Next. Indranil Gokhale, wishing your platform tremendous success. Thank you, sir. Please start a science branch. A lot of Indians like me will support you. A weekly science and tech show. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Indranil ji. Uh, let me gather resources. Next. Omang Bharadwaj, do you envision power struggle in BJP between Amit Shah and Yogi? What should BJP do to avoid smooth power transfer, unlike INC? You see, that's something that will come up only in 2029, so we need not bother too much about it. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. नेक्स्ट चिदभाव प्रकाश नमस्ते संजय जी मोदी जी अभी इलेक्शन टाइम पर कुछ स्ट्रांग बातें कर रहे हैं मुसलमान के ऊपर पहले तो स्ट्रांग बातें नहीं करते थे इसका इंडिकेशन है जी बिल्कुल है यही मैं कह रहा था कोई स्ट्रांग एक्शन होने वाला है क्या थर्ड टर्म में अब ये मोदी जी ने खुद ही कहा है कि वो बहुत स्ट्रांग एक्शंस लेंगे अब वो स्ट्रांग एक्शंस के कॉन्टूर्स क्या होंगे ये देखने वाली बात नेक्स्ट अक्षय पाटिल सर हैव यू स्टॉप कोलैबोरेटिंग विद विभूति झा जी भाई विभूति झा जी तो आ रहे हैं लास्ट संडे भी आए थे इस संडे भी आए हैं लेकिन दूसरे टॉपिक हम साथ में नहीं कर पा रहे हैं क्योंकि इलेक्शन इज सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट राइट नाउ our audience wants to watch mostly election issues. That is why we are covering elections so extensively, very little space left for anything else. Shri Harsha, sir, in 2014 also everyone accepted YSR ICP to win, but TDP won. Now non-AP surveys are saying TDP is winning, which is unconvincing. How are you so sure, sir? Please watch tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a very much what is called a Telugu source whom I will air at about 11 a.m. tomorrow. Please watch that. Please watch that. I think that should convince you that we are not only relying on non-Telugu sources. Next, Srinivas MS. If BJP does well in Telangana polls, will Revanth Reddy join or get poached to BJP post-elections? Will he be a good asset to BJP? I don't think that will happen so soon. That won't happen so soon. Maybe a year or two down the line, but not right now. Indranil Gokhale. Rahul seems to lack the intellect and cunning of Sonia, but seems far more dangerous. Thoughts? You see, because he lacks the intellect and cunning of Sonia, he is far less dangerous because he makes his intents very, very clear. And then you are able to counter him. Sonia was very subtle, and you could sense her moves only after a while. So, in that sense, it is easier for people to counter Rahul. See what has happened. What has happened over the years? Actually, the wishes of BJP have come true. BJP always wanted to make it a Rahul versus Modi election, and Rahul has walked right into that trap. So, not only he lacks intellect and cunning, he's far less dangerous. Though he tries to make as if he is very, very dangerous. Rohan Verma. Many reputed pollsters giving 8 plus in Telangana to BJP with great conviction. Is it true? Will be huge. Let me, since you are asking about Telangana, let me tell you this. 6 seats, 6 seats. Let me count there. Let me tell you the seats. Adilabad, Karimnagar, Nizamabad, Medak, Malkajgiri, Shevella. They are certain. These 6 seats are certain for them. Now, what is left? Pedapalle, Zahirabad. Both of them, BJP is enjoying an edge. Mehboob Nagar, BJP is enjoying an edge. Bhuvangiri, BJP is in serious business over there as well. And in fact, I am getting reports that even in places like even in Nagar Kurnool as well, BJP is getting into serious business. There are only 3 seats, Nalgonda, Warangal, and Khammam, where Congress is absolutely certain to win. Only 3 seats. BJP is certain to win in 6. And rest of them are all in toss-up category. Hyderabad, MIM is winning. Secunderabad, as of now, is in slight doldrums. A lot will depend on their turnout. Secunderabad is usually low. Last time, I think it was probably 38, 39% only in 2019. Let's see what happens this time. Rohit Solanki, sir, humble disagreement with you on Hindu concept of time. It is neither linear nor cyclical, but rather helical like motion of point on wheel of chariot. While Sansar and Jaram, sir, I'm sorry, Rohit ji, you haven't read my book. Please read my book. All religions are not the same. Says exactly what you're saying. It is not cyclical, it is quasi cyclical. Ujjwal, sir, we love each and every episode of Jaipur Dialogues. Thanks you for informative content. Thank you. Sujesh Vyas, will Modi bring academic changes, having Subhash Kak type people for designing curriculum? Dr. Subhash Kak is already there in Prime Minister's Innovation Council, by the way. I don't know whether you know this. And academic changes have started happening, of course, not as fast as we would like, but I guess it's a good beginning. Sujesh asks, how can we finally solve issue of Islam in India as Ghar Wapsi also seems difficult? That's the only way to solve that issue. Disincentivize Islam. Right now, there is too much of incentive to be in Islam. Think of means to disincentivize. Next. Rishabh Chaudhary, sir, what's your opinion about the book Falling Over Backwards by Arun Shori, which is about reservations? Does reservation replace equality of opportunity with equality of outcome? I think it does make a move towards that. And equality of outcome, we know it doesn't work. But then you have to strike a balance. And right now, if you have to strike a balance, Reddy society found its own modus vivendi. Next, Abhinav, Darbhanga Bihar prediction. And will India break its 2019 record? Looks like it will. It will break its 2019 record. Darbhanga is with NDA, or with BJP. It's a BJP seat. BJP is fighting that. Ram Bhakt, why people don't agree to fact that Vishnuji is supreme observer due to which particles are able to achieve mass and shape, else it will become wave without his observation. You're putting a Vaishnavite view. There are so many other views. Next, Super Sticker ji, धन्यवाद. जिस जैन जी, धन्यवाद. Varun Tiwari, sir, YouTube channels like Lalan Top are showing BJP losing in Raebareli, Amethi, and Delhi. They are Lalan Top is Lalan Top. It's always over the top. And I don't care about people like Lalan Top. They always eat crow at the end. Shri Harsha. Sir, PK and your survey are claiming NDA victory in AP, but Jagan literally bribed people for 5 years. People seem to be addicted to welfare. How will he lose? Oh, well, he's doing well in Rayalaseema region, no doubt. But then there's a limit to the money that you can plow in. That's the issue. So he is winning in his own backyard, but he's losing big in the uh, Guntur, Vijayawada region or Vizag region, the coastal region. All these regions he's losing very big. Sam Roy, what is the realistic chance of BJP winning 23 plus seats in Bengal? Possible. Possible. I won't rule it out. Though we have given 22. Akshay, so have you read Parva Berappa close to Vyas or not? Well, I started reading Parva and I have gone through it about one third of it. I haven't finished it yet. Next. Varun Singh, sir, big fan of Deen Ki Dawat. Any update on new episodes? Any update on Thane seat? Thane seat तो भाई अभी it is एकनाथ शिंदे's backyard. वो तो शिवसेना जीतेगी ही जीतेगी. I mean शिवसेना of Shinde. Next, Subhu. What is the secret of your energy? Yoga, pranayam, meditation. I am your son's age and I don't have half of your energy. Well, Subhuji, frankly, I wish I had more energy. Next. R. Paul, Clown City, US allowed India to buy Russian oil. As if they had any chance. Europe would have killed them. Europe wanted India to buy Russian oil and supply with them with some cheap distillates. Sahil Jadia. Namaste, sir. What reason or logic can we put forward to not endorse LGBTQ community in the mainstream society, though their acceptance in the society is perfectly fine? तो भाई हमने कब मना किया? All we are saying is that okay, they are accepted, but don't make them mainstream, भैया. They are not the norm. They are tritiya prakriti, according to our shastras. So tritiya prakriti is an exception. Don't make the exception the rule. Next. What is the difference between nation and state? Also, was ancient India a nation or a state? Many say that India became state only after independence. India is a civilizational state. That is a concept that I have explained in my book Unbreaking India. JBJP SDG, please bring Baba Ramdas ji for Punjab live show. हाँ लाएंगे, अभी पंजाब में तो और 2-3 बार ला चुके हैं. बहुत ज़्यादा लाएंगे तो आप ही बोर हो जाएंगे. Justice Khanna is the next CJI. Can government veto it? अरे जस्टिस खन्ना ने बहुत सारे अच्छे जजमेंट भी दिए हैं, ऐसी क्या बात है. नेक्स्ट. विपिन शिव प्रसाद पांडे, संजय जी को चरण फर्स्ट. माय क्वेश्चन इज अगेन, केजरी एंड पार्टी स्टार्टेड सेइंग योगी विल बी रिमूव्ड. डू यू थिंक नाउ दे कैन क्रिएट एनी नैरेटिव एंड कैन दिस डैमेज इन एनी फॉर्म? अरे भाई वो तो योगी जी का फेवर ही कर रहे हैं यार, ऐसा कहने से तो अगर कहीं किसी के दिमाग में कुछ रहा भी होगा तो वो भी उसको ड्रॉप करना पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट. हालांकि ऐसी कोई बात है भी नहीं. विराट चलोके सर 4 जून को प्रदीप भंडारी जी को भी लेके आइए. मैं आपको इन्फॉर्म करना चाहता हूं, हम आपको इन्फॉर्म कर रहे हैं कि हम प्रदीप भंडारी जी के साथ एक रेगुलर कॉन्वर्सेशन 4 जून तक लगातार, बल्कि 4 जून के बाद भी हम लगातार करने जा रहे हैं और वो संभवतः मंगलवार से हम आरंभ कर देंगे, आपको बता देंगे. मनीष भावसर जी धन्यवाद. Santosh Kumar, P. Sir, do you mean our judiciary is under the influence of US deep state? Well, they think too much of the British and the US judiciary. They are actually mentally enslaved. That's a problem. Think of that pregnant person judgment. That's completely under the influence of US. Pratik Das Gupta, Sanjay sir, kindly let us know on the status of Junjunu Dosa. Junjunu Dosa Bardware, according to me, all three BJP is losing. Manpuri is in a tight contest. Firozabad is also in a tight contest. एसडीजी राहुल की आंखों में गाजी जैसा क्रोध क्यों है? उनको बताया गया, उनको ट्रेन किया गया. शो एग्रो मैन, यू आर अ कूल डूड. Those are the kind of, the foreign influence has made him adapt to some kind of self-image which will work probably in the US, doesn't work in India. It doesn't know that. That's why somebody said that he lacks intellect. MK, sir, when we can expect automatic citizenship to all non-resident Hindus, as do the Israel for Jews? I think it will be some time, not immediately. And that's not our agenda, I think, right now. Right now, our agenda is to give citizenship to all the displaced Hindus from who fall under the CAA. Next, the population control bill would follow failure as hum do. I don't support the population control bill either. I agree with you. Sachin Khandelwal, Namaskar Sanjay ji. I appreciate your efforts to build a coherent narrative to promote Hindutva causes. Wish you all the success. We stand with you. Thank you, Sachin ji. धवल, मोदी जी 4 फेज में ट्रैक चेंज करेंगे, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट पर फोकस करेंगे या अभी यही चलेगा? अभी तो चलेगा ना, अभी तो केजरीवाल भी आ गया ना. तो अब केजरीवाल आ गया है तो मैटर और भी हीट अप हो जाएगा, राहुल साइडलाइन हो जाएगा. हालांकि बीजेपी डजंट वांट राहुल टू बी साइडलाइन. बीजेपी वर्क्स बेस्ट व्हेन इट इज मोदी वर्सेस राहुल. नेक्स्ट. शानबाग, बीजेपी डजंट गेट 363, हाउ कैन मोदी रिफॉर्म फॉर 1000? भाई साहब 1000 अगर 363 पहुंच भी जाएगी तो मुझे ये बताइए, व्हाट विल हैपन इन द राज्यसभा? फॉर अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट यू नीड 2/3 सेपरेटली इन ईच हाउस. So Rajya Sabha, in any case, you will have to work with. तो मोदी जी ने तो अभी रिपब्लिक में खुद ही एक्सप्लेन कर दिया ना कि he is set for 400 par because he was already sitting at 380. So he set a higher target. That's all. Vignesh Prabhu. So recently, Bhavish Agrawal announced Kritrim Cloud dumping Microsoft Azure after LinkedIn curtailed his view. How do you see this? I think it's a very, very good development. I welcome it. Is this first step towards breaking hegemony of big techs? Yes, and we need to break hegemony of big techs. आशुतोष नमस्ते सर योर व्यूज ऑन फॉलोइंग एलिगेशंस माय मधु किश्वर भाई आप फिर मधु जी को ले आए बीच में I don't want to comment on what she is saying in her personal podcast. Yeah, this is for you to judge. Ronak Singh Taneja, Kanpur Nagar predictions. Many are saying INC may win. ना ये दोनों सीटें तो सेफ हैं भाई इसमें कुछ नहीं है हर बार करते हैं ये लोग इसी तरह का कानपुर दे थिंक दैट इट इज एन ओल्ड कांग्रेस स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड जायसवाल जी हुआ करते थे यहाँ से लेकिन ये तो सिचुएशन कब की बदल चुकी है वो थोड़ा रमेश अवस्थी treated as a weak candidate but tomorrow you will see that Ramesh Avasthi will come through. Sachin Khandelwal, I have heard so much criticism of judiciary in the last 2 days that I think it makes Modi ji's task easy of taming them in 3.0. I wish he does. Next. Suman sir, how many seats can the BJP win in West Bengal? See, we gave in our opinion post 22, but whatever we are getting feedback, it seems it may go even beyond that. 25 is realistic. Are you seeing any stringent action from the central government against corruption in the state after declaration? It's already going on. Sir, how do you feel Jats will vote in Delhi, Haryana? अभी दिल्ली में तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है हरियाणा में तो there is a clear Jat versus others divide. That's how it's going to happen there. Next. Aditya Sharma. Why BJP not focusing on Haryana? M.I. Khattar is still doing damage as Sani as CM seems dummy. नहीं भाई ऐसा नहीं है Oh, whatever has happened in Haryana, actually that they're trying to bluff their way through. They're trying to sell a dummy, but that's not happening because 8 out of 10 MLAs are sitting, 8 out of 10 JJP MLAs are sitting with the Chief Minister of Haryana. Next. So recently, Raga told that his coalition will win 50 seats. Does he have a team of psephologists or does he say these things from his mind? He has a resident cephalogist called Praveen Chakravarti. And that Praveen Chakravarti last time told Laga that he would win 183 seats. And when he won 52, then Praveen Chakravarti, Raga is, you can gauge his intellect from this. Praveen Chakravarti was able to sell him the idea that it happened because of the EVM. So he will do the same again. Praveen Chakravarti is safe. Next. How to defeat Hanafi Taqleed in subcontinent by taking action, big action against the mullahs. Truly right. Can RG take up collegium and say is filled with upper class elites and thus the region? Kejri given bail and discriminate. Don't think that Rahul Gandhi will follow logic. Next. Can we buy constituency jati data in JD store kabhi? We haven't developed that fully. No, I have one for Rajasthan, but I haven't made it public. I use it only for my use. उत्सव अयोध्यावासी सर मोदी जी पाकिस्तान को कब तक वापस लाएंगे जिससे भारत लैंड रूट से सेंट्रल एशिया से जुड़ सके वाया अफगानिस्तान और इसी रूट से रशिया से पाइपलाइन से नेचुरल गैस और रशियन ऑयल खरीदा जा सके वो तो बोल दिया ना राजनाथ जी ने वो अपने आप आएगा वो अपने आप अपने लेके आएंगे गिफ्ट में क्योंकि ये लीजिए हमारी टेरिटरी और ये लीजिए हमारी घर वापसी के कागज नेक्स्ट Vasu Vibhav Purohit Sanjay sir, don't you think all India judiciary is the solution? People say BJP doesn't have powerful opposition, but in reality, we do have collegium as proxy opposition. Can't expect justice from Nepo kids. I can't agree with you more, Vasu Vibhavji. Absolutely. And all India Judicial Services is one solution. But the Collegium sees that as a threat, and that's why it never agrees. SB, sir, when will we see repeal of the Charitable Endowments Act? And when can we have similar constitutional rights under Article 31 and 2? Hopefully, if Modi ji keeps to his words of taking very hard decisions, that should be one of them. And we need to keep building pressure on him. We should start building pressure on him right from right now. MK, when the India is likely to get 2-3 majority in upper house? Not very soon. Two-third majority is very difficult in the upper house. For that, you need to have uh, two-third states. Next, Prem Sarup Nayak. As a Hindu in Odisha, please suggest who to contact near our village mass conversion happening for greed of marriage job and 1 lakh same for women 1k. Okay, please contact our WhatsApp number, which is scrolling below, and we will put you in touch with someone. Ashutosh Anand, Modi 3.0 with a 400-seat mandate, NDA government in 18 states, thriving economy, Pakistan in shambles, opposition shattered, youth support for Hindu cause. It is the best opportunity to declare Hindu Rashtra. What do you think so? I can't agree with you more, Ashutosh ji. Even I would love that India be declared Hindu Rashtra, because a Hindu Rashtra, nobody is threatened. In Hindu Rashtra, nobody is a second class citizen, unlike an Islamic state where everyone other than a Muslim is a zimmi. There is no concept of zimmi in the Hindu Rashtra. And Hindu Rashtra protects Hindus, because Hindus are the ones who are under threat right now. Next. Idli Paratha. Guruji, you mentioned that Indian sovereignty was with the British till 1970s, where I can find a reference to it. In the Jaipur dialogues, where else? You can actually search for the British, what is called the Indian Independence Act 1947. The original ones, okay? There are a lot of amended copies available, the original ones, and see where the amendment occurred. You see section 2, clause 1 about the sovereignty in the original text of the Indian Independence Act, and then you check when that is finally deleted or repealed. Next. Leftist and benevolence live in alternate reality. I agree with you absolutely. JR sir, recently Raga told that his coalition, ye to ho gaya. Next. In a hypothetical case, if Modi is defeated, then what do you think is future India as country? Because बहुत डर लग रहा है, मोदी गए तो क्या होगा? ऐसा हो नहीं रहा है, तो ये आप जो है वो जबरदस्ती नाइटमेयर्स अगर आप ड्रम अप कर रहे हैं, तो आई डोंट थिंक, यू शुड रीड हनुमान चालीसा, ओके? तो ये भूत जो हैं वो भाग जाएंगे. शानबाग. Rakhi Gadi disproves AIT clearly, but the skeleton DNA test shows 40% ANI and 30% ASI. What does it mean? हाँ, ये तो अभी आपके पास वो आने वाला है ना, वो डॉक्टर ज्ञानेश्वर चौबे का और नीरज राय का, वो उसमें दैट आल्सो दिस ANI ASI business will also go. Sir, what's the solution for this Bhim army and Sochit Samaj attacking, threatening of Brahmin community frequently in UP, MP, Rajasthan with false ST cases? भाई आपको जो है ना 182 के केसेस लगाने चाहिए इनके ऊपर. There is a clause 182 IPC that says that false prosecution should be punished. So that every time there's a false case, we should also galvanize and file 182 cases against them. 182 IPC takes time. 182, but 182 because um, it is more of a summons case, then it can be the result can be very quick, and people, then it will have a deterrence effect as well. Herald of chaos. Would it be advisable for India to enter a closed country period like Japan and other Asian nations? I don't think so. India is capable of solving that problem. India is capable of solving the Islamic problem as well. Next, Idli Paratha Guruji, Namaskar. Where can I find some proof of how Sonia Mino supported propagation of Christianity in India with the help of Vatican? Circumstantial evidence you can see in all her actions through the advisory, what is called the National Advisory Council, the NAC. Next, Sushil Guni, sir, based on your prediction of 319 BJP, 395 NDA, do you think it will be sufficient for judiciary changes and other mega changes, or it is 400 plus necessary? Actually, in Lok Sabha, you need only 363. It is in Rajya Sabha that you will need, I think, how many will you need? One third of 240 will be how much? Please work it out. That is a 66 into 2. That is what is 66 into 2.5. That's what is required. Sanjay ji, Hindu awakening is now going exponential. However, the Muslims continue to harbor hatred against Hindus. It is taught by their book. Please read 3.82. Is it 3.82? 5.82. Let me check. I'll read it out to you. I think it's 5.82. Let me 5 ayat 82. Thou wilt find the most vehement of mankind in hostility to those who believe, Jews and the idolaters. It tells people that Jews and idolaters are your enemies. So they will continue to hate because the book tells them. R. Pal, X and M, this was 5.82 Quran. X and M are sword arms of D state, Jews. Right? I didn't quite follow the question. Why did BJP made Venkaiah Naidu vice president, cutting short Andhra politics leader career? Well, at that time he was the only prominent person from that part. नेक्स्ट सर खालिस्तान के नक्शे वाले इलाके में जनमत संग्रह कर लिया है तो 1% भी सपोर्ट नहीं मिलेगा. ऐसे में एक बार हो जाए तो क्या खराब है भाई साहब. वी डोंट लेट सच प्रीसिडेंट्स बी सेट. Nikhil, seems like SC tends to become a loophole in our democracy more than a pillar. I agree. Tanush here, Jai Shri Ram sir, my cousin sister has gone complete woke, but she likes to read. Will your book, All Religions Are Not the Same, help to awaken her? You should try. Or do you have any suggestions? She stopped listening to other side of me. I think all religions are not the same because it doesn't pass any judgment, and it only, I have tried to be as objective as possible. So maybe that will help. So most of the wokes are not really objective. They become as bigoted and as dogmatic as some of the Abrahamic religions are. Next, Praveen K. Sir, is there any effort made for large scale Ghar Wapsi? We need to make videos targeting Pakis for Ghar Wapsi. A lot of them realize the failure of Islam's nation theory, want to return to Sanatan. 75 years of fake narrative is a blocker. See, we do it ourselves, and the ex-Muslims are very helpful in that too. In fact, they listen to ex-Muslims more than they listen to us. So, I think that is a very good route to follow. Next, Shubham Patil. संजय सर, महाराष्ट्र में ओपनली मीडिया चैनल्स बीजेपी के अगेंस्ट प्रचार कर रहे हैं, बट जिस तरह देवेंद्र जी मेहनत कर रहे हैं, हैट्स ऑफ 34 to 42 NDA. Yes, to me it looks like it should be around 40 or so. Next, Prabhat Gupta. Most Sikh hate Hinduism, BJP now impact on result. Most Sikh, nahi, there's only most Khalistani Sikhs. And one particular community, not all. Next, S. Ghosh. What about Asansol and Durgapur? Both look safe for BJP. Sachin, Sanjay ji, as you have insights in the judiciary, how disconnected are the occupants in it from the common man? Do they take him for an idiot? The common man. You see, it takes all kind, but lot of them at the High Court level are careerists, and at the Supreme Court level, they're too arrogant and they think they know everything. That's the problem. Government not incentivizing Ghar Wapsi. Why? Our pal. See, they can only do it indirectly in our system. Next, Ujesh Chawla. Why all the mainstream news channels, including Z News, is against Modi and BJP nowadays? उनको वो नहीं मिलता ना. They don't get the ghee. Next, why Indian government website is using mythology word instead of history for Hindus history in spite of being BJP government. Hmm. सरकार आपकी होगी, सिस्टम तो उनका है ना. Got to dismantle the system in Modi 3.0. राकेश शर्मा, जय श्री राम. मेनी एस्ट्रोलॉजर मिसलीडिंग 230 260. वो सब करेंगे जी, वो तो होता रहता है. नेक्स्ट, मल्लिकार्जुन वेलम. सर जी, व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन इन JNK and Ladakh? Nothing. BJP is not winning any of the 4 seats there. सुजेश व्यास, is Patanjali Yoga Advaita or Advaita? Patanjali Yoga is a technology. It's both Dvaita as well as Advaita. Shashwat from Kuwait. Why 442nd Amendment was not challenged in the court when it was illegal as the whole opposition was in the jail? Can't it be made null and void now? Arey bhai, what happened was that when the government came, then in 1977, this Janata Dal was full of socialists. And therefore, they undid only part of it. And because the term socialist secular was inserted in the preamble, they were all for it. Next. सर 4 जून को सेंसेक्स 80,000 टच करेगा, हो भी सकता है भाई साहब. हालांकि एक दिन में इतना नहीं जाएगा, वो अब सर्किट्स आ जाएंगे. 20% के ऊपर सर्किट्स आ जाते हैं. सर, व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट द सिचुएशन बिटवीन ब्रिजभूषण एंड योगी जी, or is it just an illusion by Darbari media? I don't think what I heard Brijbhushan. He didn't say anything against Yogi ji. No, all he said was his neta was Modi ji. Yogi ji's neta is also Modi ji. So they're like brothers. People want to put words in his mouth that he should say that Yogi ji is my leader. Okay, not much into it. Devashish Chatterjee, thank you. Sagar Paradkar, thank you ji. Praveen K, sir, please create watch community with subgroups of NRIs by region so that we have place to organize and brainstorm. Good idea. Good idea. We'll look into it. Kiran Janre, namaste sir. Do you think Supreme Court will give order to demolish the current mosque structure if it gives in verdict in favor of Gyanvapi Mandir, unlike Babri, which was already demolished in 1993, or will it find a way around? Let's see how it goes. A lot depends on the political situation as well. Next, Dr. Shakti Singh. आजकल क्रांतिकारी पत्रकार लोग इंडिया को क्लियर मेजॉरिटी दे रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ लो वोटिंग परसेंटेजेस. हम इनसे 4 जून को मिलेंगे. सूबू सूबू. I like this version of Modi. After 2019, during West Bengal election, he was trying to be Gandhi 2.0 for Nobel. I hope he stays this aggressive during Modi 3.0. That's what he has promised. Let's see. Normally, he keeps his promise. Do you think Raga promise of increasing reservation will influence SC straight vote? He is not increasing reservation for SC ST bhai. SC ST reservation is already in proportion to their population. He is increasing reservation for Muslims. He is increasing reservation for other groups which he cannot. So he is again selling a dummy. Shri Ram Gudipali. So can the constitution be amended to make Bharat a dharmic state? क्यों नहीं हो सकता? recognize Sanatan Dharma, both Jain and Sikhi as the official religions, assuming the BJP has the will. Yes, depends on the political will. Repercussions from the opposition. वो तो यार जो कुछ भी नहीं करो तो भी यही करता है जो भी कर रहा है. They have lost their credibility completely. Mallikarjun Vallam, need an anomaly in AP. Reddy Kama Kapu caste politics. Purandeshwari couldn't stand up against CBN, who put minority reservation in his manifesto. Yes, unfortunate. And I think, you see, this Modi, Shah, and others, they know how to tame Chandra Narayan. This your what Naidu is he? Chandra Babu Naidu. How many seats will be won by NDA UPA in Maharashtra? Breakdown. According to me, BJP is contesting 28, and out of these 28, they should win minimum 25. And Shiv Sena is contesting 15. They should win minimum of 10. And NCP is going to win all its 4. And that other one seat, that will also be 1 in Parbhani. I think it's 1 in Parbhani. So the total will be 1 plus 4, 5 plus 10, 15 plus 25, 40. That's my minimum figure. मावल कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी का क्या ट्रेंड है सर जी? मावल कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में कौन फाइट कर रहा है? मैं 1 मिनट आपको देख के बता ही देता हूँ ना. आजकल मैं फटाफट बता देता हूँ. महाराष्ट्र कैंडिडेट्स, here it is. मावल शिवसेना श्रीरंग बारमे वर्सेस SSUBT संजोग वागरे पाटिल. There is no chance for SSUBT against Srirang Bame. Next. Vinayak Sharma. Sir, why are Sikhs opposed to Hindu Rashtra, which includes Sikhs, but they have seen what happened to Sikhs in Pakistan, Afghanistan? The present SGPC Sikhi is actually another version of Islam. That's why. Shubham Kumawat, was Surat and Indore incident really needed to be done by BJP? No, it wasn't needed really. They were just, in fact, probably trying to boss over the opposition. But that is good. It does demoralize them. They were anyway going to win. Modi Shah angry with local BJP leaders? No. They know that it demoralizes the opposition, and that is also a tactic, a useful tactic. Piyush Sachdeva, sir, what if there will be a settlement in Punjab between RG and AK? If they withdraw, इनकी औकात नहीं है यार आपस में करने की. If they withdraw some nomination to support one another, can it impact NDA anyway? Not much time to go. 14th is the last day, and 16th is the withdrawal. We'll know in 4 or 5 days. Yes, KHD, there is something fishy this time. AK got arrested. All internal players started making noise, and SC took this additional decision. Looks like AK is their asset. Who knows how? It's not going to impact much. It's going to impact in Punjab, and it's going to impact Congress adversely. Manjunath, sir, is there a difference in percentage of Muslim in voters list and overall population? They used to be, but right now I think they have started cleaning up the electoral rolls quite well. Pushkar Singh Adhikari view on Swami Chinmayananda in his commentary on Gita. I find it pretty good from the Advaita point of view. In street interviews of news channels, a lot of worker class people are saying that they are fed up of inflation, unemployment, etc. Don't go by these anecdotal interviews. The people, they interview anybody and put it up according to their own preferences. Will the judicial reform ever happen? Let's be hopeful. Next. Akshat Punia, sir, any news about Haryana election, India or BJP? According to me, BJP is safe in minimum 7 is absolutely safe. The only contest is in Rohtak, Hisar, and Sirsa, wherein Hisar BJP is ahead, and in Sirsa BJP has an edge. In Rohtak, it's a very tight contest. So that's the situation. I'll put it at 9-1. With this, we come to the end. Yeah, one last question, I think. What do you think? Kejriwal will go to jail? Of course, he'll go to jail. But create nonsense like his sugar level? No, that will only go against him. Please support via QR on the screen, and please go to the description and subscribe to and and join our subscription plans. Instead of joining buttons, we have the subscription plans which you can join. इसी के साथ आप सभी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम.